I told you to let me monetize the show now. So they got stars on it when I go live on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so people can donate to the show while we're going live. My first show with the stars option.
Walk through the door. It was like it's a 94 feet thing.
Nah, you just get the rent for 5 minutes. Start talking about anything you want to talk about. Chitlins.
Oh yeah, man.
Chitlins. Bacon.
Oh, that's wild. They didn't let me tag people in the joint. Can I I want to request guests.
More bacon.
I got a topic. If it's raining outside, do barbers have to come to work?
What the fuck are you watching over there? I hear some baby crying in the background.
Oh yeah, mine is weird.
Yeah,
Like, what is you watching over there?
That's that weird porn. Ooh, that little face.
that big that face. Oh, that bitter beer face.
Yeah, he was bald up. I bet he won't ask me no more.
I like this joint better. This is what I'm talking about. All right, so
My red hoodie in here.
that's wild. Why not have no? Why today being this way?
Huh?
That's disrespectful. Don't get it.
That they do out West Coast.
Yeah,
Oh, this is wild. I didn't know it was. These dudes just give me all of it. Okay. I think that's it for us. I'll get to the show. Oh, I get Trey.
Salmon. Phil got his bladder buster there. Ooh, you be pissing up the storm. What's that, man? Tickets for what?
What's wrong with Dr.
Phil
Rob?
got tickets for Donnie Osmond, man.
Did he? Y'all, who gave that orange juice? Got Dr. Rob lit. Dr. Rob been over here.
Phil got some.
He ain't stopped throwing out random
Phil
shit.
got some tickets for Donnie Osmond.
He ain't real.
MGM.
Say what up, Kev.
What up, kid?
Say what up, Dr. Rob.
Dr. Rob here in the house.
You know what I mean? Don't put your DJ voice on. Not now. Don't do that. Hey man, I'm confused. My first time going live with this joint. I don't see nobody in this joint. What up, man? Hey, Monty with the cap. Why you wear your cap like that? What style is this? What style is this? Remember what you he called the nipple look? You got the nipple look. Go ahead, Monty. What's going on, Phil? They know what they call Phil? You know what they call Phil? Hold on. What'd you call Phil, Kev? What do you call him? A song or two. Hey, Sean. They call Phil a song or two. A song or two. He got paid $20 to sing a song. So he got locked up for song or two shit. They called him a song or two. They called him a song or two.
I said I'm about to leave. He said I give you $20. I wasn't singing no song. But you had to sing it to him, Sean. What was you singing? Hey, Blue.
Boys to Men.
Hey, Blue.
He said, close your eyes. Light the fire. He said, Phil was walking back and forth in front of the stage. He was like this. He was like, how you doing? How you doing? You look like you want a song.
Were you there?
No, but in my mind, a song or two is walking the streets of the stage. That's just like, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, okay, you want a song, don't you? All right, I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you. That motherfucker, yo, wow. All right, so
Yeah. Me and Phil sing karaoke at the next event.
Oh shit, now that's okay.
You know, it's gonna be a funky day today. I can tell already. Cause Dr. Rob about to talk to Sean from across this. Oh yeah, so my man's coming in today too. My man's I ain't talked to in like 5-6 weeks. Take a break, commercial break. Commercial break. Yeah.
Oh God,
He said, "See his eyes? Oh snap! Yeah, my man's coming. Yeah. So look. So here's my question, right? So I was talking to my friend. Homegirl said she got her son was wilding in school. He's acting crazy, doing all this shit. So she gave him a punishment. But she was mad. She was like insulted by the fact that he was wilding out at school. So when she punished him, she was mad at the moment. You know what I mean? So she was like, I don't know. It's so hard to punish him because I can't stay mad at him. And I'm like, the reason why is because you punish him while you're in that emotion. You attach the punishment to the emotion. It's not about a consequence for his actions. You attach the emotion to it. And you punish him. So when the emotion passes, because it's, it's not forever. It's a temporary feeling. You stop feeling like he needs to be punished anymore. So my question to you guys is like, how do you guys manage, like, when you make decisions, right, or make actions or choices, how do you manage your emotions? Because I feel like it's something that happens, it's a common thing, like acting an emotion or whatever. But how do you guys manage it for yourselves? Because, hey, do you feel like that's a guy thing or that's a girl thing? Like, where do you feel like that comes from? Huh? That's a people thing. All right, cool. So what's a way that you manage yourself?
I have to pause now.
What the hell's a pause? What do you
I have to
mean?
pause. Take a pause.
How do you know? Don't move your head. He cutting your head. What the hell is wrong with you? Boy, I'll bust you right here. Nah, but like, what's up?
Like managing people, like I can't just like flip out like I would want to.
How do you know you need to take a pause?
My back hair stand up.
You what?
My back hair stand up.
Your back hair stand up? You say your back hair stand up? Oh shit! I ain't never seen that in my life, yo. I've seen a cat.
A dog.
I've never heard a person say my back hair stand. That just scared me. I'm like, what kind of mad you talking about? This is like a Wolverine. This is like I said, I get mad in my back. So you be like, yo, so when you ready to like to
Take a moment. Like I have to sometimes take a day.
Damn, a day?
I ain't respond the next thing. Yeah, no, I ain't pissed. I hold on to shit.
You petty. All right, I appreciate that. Hey, man, welcome to the team. You know what it is. Coming to you live from Petty Town, baby. Don't fuck around, you know what I mean?
Like, I'm a nice person, but, you know, can be fucking awful. Like, I'm terrible at times. Like, my attitude sucks at times.
We know.
When people do dumb shit, shut the fuck up.
We know it's
People do
terrible.
dumb stuff, like, it just don't make no sense. And, you know, I work with a lot of young people.
So you gotta like take the lead on. So when you get tight
This
is when you
like
know.
normal stuff, like, just your daily, like.
My family from New York, so we say tight. When you get tight, like when you get tensed up, your body get tense, you get tight, you like, yo, I need to walk away from this for a second. So I feel that.
You get a little feverish.
Nah, I can dig that. What about you, Sean?
About handling your emotions when you're upset.
How do you feel like you make decisions or make actions when you're in an emotional state?
I think we've all done that, but the goal is to not do that because that's not the best logical decision is to make it off of your emotions.
Yeah.
I know that, but like, how do you manage that?
You got to know that you're about to make a dumb decision because you're emotional.
How do you know?
It may not be
Just by experience. You know you're emotional. You know what I mean? And by experience, you know, it's the best lesson at this point. And you got to know, like, yo, I haven't had a good track record of making decisions when I'm emotional. I'm going to step back and calm down a little bit and really think this one through. You gotta think about it. And sometimes, you know, when you're emotional, you can't think about the best solution. You might need to calm down for an hour, a day.
This nigga love a day. He's like, look, sometimes you need a day.
Get high or something before, like, because 9 times out of 10 I was sober when it happened, and that really, ooh, that's why I keep my gummies in my pocket. Medical.
He said it's for y'all. It's for y'all. Now I can see him reliving the last 24-hour break he needed. I can see him reliving the stress. You know what I'm saying? You can hear his voice. It's like, bro.
Like, you know, you didn't have to act like that, right? You didn't have to say that to them people.
Oh, nah, I ain't never had that. I always felt like, my thing is like, I go around and it's like, up above 10. Like if the limit is 10, I try to be at like a 12 with happiness and joy and peacefulness. Yeah. So when something rock me a little bit, I go to like an 8. So I'm still a happy person, just a little less happy, you know what I mean? Because like if I go dark, right?
Oh no, I don't.
Then I feel like you earned it. I'll be honest with you. I feel like you earned it. I'm like, there's only so much. There's only so much you're supposed to take. I'm a human, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna make mistakes, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with the shit that come with this, because I feel like, you know, I done gave y'all about 30 years of chilled out or 20 years of chilled out, you know what I'm saying? Like, this person won it. Now, I'll feel bad about it afterwards when I come back down and, you know, I'll go back to walking around that space.
Oh, I don't feel bad for everybody.
I feel bad for the compromise. I feel bad for, like, the people around it, because, like, you ain't deserve that energy, because it go to everybody. Like, it's not a, it's omnidirectional. Yeah, it's everybody. I'm like, don't touch me. Like, don't, one of my biggest pet peeves that get under my skin that makes it hard to manage is when someone's disrespectful to me, right? And it's blatant disrespect, and everybody knows that it's happening, and no one checks the person about being disrespectful to me. So when I take it to my level 10 of disrespecting them, and people go, hey, come on now, Blue, that gets me more mad than anything in the world, because I'm like, y'all were okay It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. When he was out here picking on me, y'all was cool with it.
Remember this.
Y'all was cool with it.
In about 45 minutes, remember this.
Y'all was cool with it. And as soon as I say something, it's funny enough, that wasn't even the point of today, but it actually works into it, right? Look at God. But I'm like, listen, if when I get up and I start returning the energy, y'all start being like, be a good person. It's like, how come why I'm the only person gotta be a good person? You know what I mean? Like, why are you gonna let him be wild out or her be wild out or the little kid be wild out? And then when I'm like, yo, sit the fuck down and get up out my face, it's, oh, you doing too much. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, because not everybody can get it. I'm already at the point where everybody can get it. Yo, what up, Quentin?
Right. That's why I like you, Blue.
Hey, Blue.
I said kid and women, I want y'all to know it's everybody. It's absolutely everybody.
You know what Phil does, right?
We're gonna find out,
He
Phil.
breaks into a song.
He can't break into a song. It's illegal in 30 states. He banned from song. All right, Phil. How do you manage yourself? How do you keep yourself from making emotional decisions?
Man, gotta walk it off. That's what I do.
Smoke a cigarette.
Walk it off, smoke a cigarette, take a drive, something like that till I calm down. Because when I get heated, I'm heated. It's like I just boil over. So I just gotta go walk it off and cool down.
How do you know you heated?
I'm an emotional person. I get heated, I get mad. I want to throw things. I want to break stuff. I want to fight. So when I feel that energy coming, I have to
Stop
just walk
encouraging
it
her.
off. I have to walk it
Not
off.
Will in the background like, yeah, Phil, mess it up, Phil. Chill out, yo. Chill it up. You know what I'm saying? He out there telling you to do it. Tell Sean said what's up. Hey, Quentin said what up, Sean.
What's up, bro?
Gotta make sure you get some FaceTime with, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do things, you know what I mean? All right, Monty, you next, bro. Monty don't care about the show. Monty been on here watching YouTubes and TikToks the entire time we doing the show. He ain't say nothing. I ain't gonna ask you the question because you should have heard it already. And I asked everybody, what's your answer? To what? To what? Exactly. To what? Exactly. Exactly. Yo, we having a meeting. We having a meeting after the show. Nah, I said, how do you manage yourself emotionally? How do you manage your emotions? Like, keep yourself from making decisions based on the emotion in the moment. How do you manage that for yourself?
Think twice about it.
How do you know that you need to think twice about it? Like, what is your trigger? What's your little warning sign that you need to take a second and think twice?
Because when I get the pacing back and forth, then I know I need to calm down.
Oh, I do a tap. My joke is a tap. Like, when I get upset or whatever, I'll start tapping something, and that's how I know. I don't even be knowing. I'll start tapping my foot or tapping something, and I'll be like, oh, snap. I'm going. I'm on my way. Like, yo, and something, I don't even realize it. I forgot who pointed it out. I think it was a girl. You know it was a girl because she was pricking my nerves. I was in this joint. I know it was a girl. I know it was a girl for a fact because she was doing it to get under my skin. And you could tap that door to fuck you. Like, I remember. It was toxic. It was toxic. It was horrible. She was trying my patience. That's why I started leaving. Oh, I'm a runner. If a female gets on my nerves, I'm skating. I'm out. I'm not arguing with you. My brother made me feel stupid. He said, why you arguing with a woman? I was like, well, you know, He was like, hey, man, that shit mad girly. That shit mad girly. You look like another girl arguing with a girl out in public like that. At least wait till you home. He said that shit made me, because he wasn't being like, you know, somebody trying to tear you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was legit, like, confused. Like, what happened to you, man? Like, you went out there, you was acting like a 13-year-old middle school chick arguing with that girl.
They don't know who the idiot is.
Yeah, facts. So I was like, I ain't doing that no more. I don't argue with women. I'll leave. You can be mad. I'll be mad. I'll come back when you calm down. You about to have me mad. That's just stupid. So how do you know when you upset?
Get hot under the collar.
You actually get hot?
Yeah.
It ain't just you being old?
I like to know because I like to be jovial and laugh.
You sure it's not you just being old, though?
Nah.
You positive? Cause I feel like Dr. Rob hot all the time. Like, Dr. Rob cold. It's hot as shit in here. Dr. Rob got a sweater.
A song, you know?
I'll break into a song. Here you go. If it's
ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up?
Hey, we ain't got that cleared. We ain't got that cleared. You can't be singing that shit. You can't clear that song. You can't sing it to somebody else's song to get royalties on me, bro. I'm syndicated, bro. It's on. Hey, it is though.
Okay, but I think like
Now you can't be on the show no more because you're singing songs for other people. Nah, Dr. Rob, you have one shot. You have one shot.
Am I bad?
We're suspended. Turn in your papers.
That's terrible, man.
Turn in your cap. Because the cap came with the show. He didn't have that cap. He wasn't cool like that when he came in here.
I'm still not like ready, huh?
And we want the ribs back. I want you to We want the ribs we gave you back
You know
too.
Randy banned from churches?
They banned Randy from churches? Who's Randy?
Randy.
Oh, they banned him from churches. You can't, hold on, Dr. Rob. You can't snitch on the show. You can't snitch on the show. Hold on, man. Dr. Rob, like, we gonna start telling people business. That's not what we doing. Dr. Rob, like, hey, man, I know something about Randy. Did he? Yo, what's up, Mary Bell? Mary Bell, how do you manage your emotions? We talking about managing yourself emotionally. So I had a friend that had a kid that son got in trouble, and she put her son on punishment while she was mad. I said, "What? You know, woo, got mad at him, put him on punishment." Day later, she was like, "Damn, man, I feel bad, put him on punishment. Like, you know, I don't know why it's so hard." And I was like, "Cause you punish him when you're emotional. You always attach the punishment to the emotion. So when the emotion's gone, you feel like the punishment needs to be gone." I feel like, you know, with me, I don't choose punishments. It's completely in my kid's control whether she gets punished or not. Completely on her. I'm like, listen, don't do this, because that'll have a consequence. If she does it again, then, you know, she wanted the consequence. She was okay with the price.
Oh, so
that's the price.
You want to whoop him?
Yeah.
See, I don't do that because sometimes it just be a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like my kid, if she spills something on the floor, that's an accident. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I was a kid that got smacked in the head though. Like you can't. What up, Mert?
For spilling something on the table?
Smack your daughter in the head.
You got both of them?
Dr. Rog, 100% is showman. There you go.
Don't watch TV.
Nah, yo. Y'all got a choice. You want to get, you was getting the whooping. They was like, you want the 2x4 or you want the skillet? I was like, I'm not making that up. You want the 2x4, you want the skillet. I'm like, so you say that, I'm like, nah, that's just abuse. That's not we grew up in an age where like abuse and raising your kids was convoluted. It was convoluted. That's abuse.
I tell you, this is gonna hurt.
And the mental anxiety it gives you to choose your adventure. You want this. I tell my daughter like this. I'm like, yo, what you do? She'd be like, I did blah blah blah. I'm like, what do you think the consequence for that should be? She'd be like, well, it was an accident, so like I feel like I can clean it up. I should have to clean it up, and then if I do it again, there should be a consequence. Like I should lose my iPad or something. I'm like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we can do that. And I'll let her do it. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on the situation, but I'll do things with her where it's like, you're in control of everything about your day. You know what I'm saying? It's not me controlling you. It's not me being mad. You got a punishment. You're going to make mistakes the rest of your life. You're going to forget things. You're going to lose things. It's going to happen the rest of your life. That's not going to be the thing I punish you for. It's going to be like blatant steps over, because you know if you put your hand in fire you get burned. You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm in the house, I tell you stay in the house, you open the door, go outside, that's a fire situation. You know what I'm saying? That's not a oh, you made a mistake. That's a blatant, you know what I'm saying? That's a blatant it's a habitual line stepping situation. That point you made a decision. I don't have to tell her that, it's implied. But the first time she did it, even though it's implied, I'd be like, hey, that's wild. Stay in the house, don't let that happen again. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then it happens again. I've already told her that's wild. If you go outside, you get it. Yeah. I don't like to do surprise butt whippings. I don't like nothing to be surprised.
I used to take the butt whipping because then you can go outside.
You go outside and play, man.
Shannon, sometimes I hold it in. Sometimes I just let it out. But I'm very vocal with how I'm feeling. She says sometimes I hold it in. Hold on. How you gonna be vocal about how you feeling if you hold it in? Sometimes I hold it in and sometimes I let it out, but I'm very vocal with how I'm feeling. What do you mean by what are you holding in? And if you're very vocal, then it should be no holding in, right? Like communication is absolute.
That's stress on itself.
That was you said I hold it in, I let it out. That confused me.
That's stress on itself.
Mert said, "What's up, everybody?"
What up, Murdy?
Mert.
First off, that man's name is Mert. I don't know where Mert came from. Are you okay with that nickname?
That's Murdy D.
What? Dr. Rob said he wants to sing you a song. He said he wants to sing you a song, Mert.
Hey, that's Murdy D.
Phil sang
No, he ain't go snitching, yo. Dr. Rob got a problem, bro. Like, fam, all he do is snitch. All he do is snitch no matter what.
You do for love.
Nah, now you want to sing what you do for love? Yeah. Nah, I said Mert want a song. He's going to sing and do for love.
I sung that song on my own. The tribute to Bobby Cole.
It's a gospel song.
Hey, Phil, how much you charge the song?
$50.
He said he charged $50 a song. So another thing I had to ask about, right? Y'all ever heard of this joint called Crush? What is it? Crush Fest? Orange Crush?
The drink, orange soda.
Is it Orange Crush? No, it was a festival. It's a festival, right?
Oh.
Some kind of festival. I don't know what it is. All I know is that I seen a video where the girl was talking and the headline said, apparently this girl went to this orange festival, this orange crush festival. I forgot the name of the joint, but she went to the joint, and while she was there, she got drunk with her friends. They went to the bathroom or whatever case may be. Some guys followed her into the bathroom. And I know it was wild. Like there was fist fights. I looked at the hashtag.
Apple joint?
No, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. All I know is that this girl, the festival in general is wild. The entire festival is wild. I'm talking about like jumpings, twerking in the streets, sex in here, moving there. So she, one of the girls that was viral for having sex in the bathroom with this dude. Her girl standing over the dude's shoulder, going, yeah, 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 yeah. She getting smashed in the stall. People are recording over the stall or what the case may be. She had made a video a few weeks prior about how she had herpes. She got diagnosed with herpes.
Oh, God. So
her and the dude's unprotected in his stall, whatever. It's like some fun-loving, whatever case may be. They doing this thing. It's Wild Out Crush Fest. So she goes on live last week or whatever saying, hey, y'all know I made that video about me, having that thing, and this video's going viral of me in the stall. I was drunk. I wasn't in my right mind. I wasn't trying to get into that. I would never do that to that dude, you know what I'm saying? Of knowing that I, have that condition. She was like, I just was drunk. I was enjoying the festival. And, so now everybody's like, yo, she birthed this dude knowing she had that thing. Why would she let him go unprotected? Boo, boo, boo. Long story short, my question to y'all is, who's in the wrong? Who's in the wrong?
You can't blame that on drunk. She shouldn't have been. She knew that.
She can't blame that on drunk. She knows what she got. She knows she got the hot sauce.
Okay, listen, I talked
Do
to
not
her.
affect me, please.
Until I cry.
Favorite guy in the barbershop. It's Larry. Larry's here. No women in here.
There you go.
I might have to say something obscene.
What you call it?
24th of June. What you make?
Everybody on the phone.
That's a new bag.
I talked to the karaoke guy last night, but not like night before last week.
What did he say?
He said cool.
So he forgot.
Man, put it in his phone.
Yeah, I got in this.
I like how everybody in the shop got on the phone at the exact same time. At the exact same time, the entire show went into the audio phone mode. Let me show y'all something. He on the phone. He on his headphones. He on the phone. He on the phone. This is why being a host is real hard. You know what I'm saying? The moment I have a question going on, you heard the story about I just told the story. You just listened to it or not? You didn't pay
14,
attention?
16, kind of.
Okay, perfect. All right. So homegirl has herpes. She went to a festival where she ended up having sex in the stall, and it was viral. It was turned into a video because somebody was recording over the stall or whatever. My question was, who was wrong in that situation? Him for being irresponsible and having this, hooking up with a chick in a stall at a music festival, or her for being too drunk to tell the guy that she was, her health was compromised?
Probably the most likely her. Probably her.
Huh?
Probably her. Because I think if he would have known that, he wouldn't have did it.
Yeah, but isn't that him too for not smashing a joint raw in a stall in the middle of a music festival? You don't think he had a pocket for that? I mean, I think there's levels to it, right? But wouldn't he be wrong for not take care of himself?
Yeah, because he should have been responsible enough to know, there's a chance that you can either get somebody pregnant or you can catch something.
Well, you saying her? Why'd you say her? Why is she the more so you need to take care of her more?
Why I say that?
Yeah.
Because he didn't know that she had that.
Isn't that part of hooking up with somebody to talk to them about where you at?
That's what I would think, but that's something I would want to know from.
I don't know. So apparently they know each other. It was more like he went and just hooked up with her, you know what I'm saying, or some you can pull him from a bar type of thing. They just hooked up during the festival because the festival was wild like that. Or I looked at the hashtag. I think it was Orange Crush Festival or Orange Fest or some shit like that. But it was wild. All the videos are wild. I didn't see a single video was performance. It was just all mayhem. But it's like Freaknik. It's just all a bunch of freaky stuff happening. So she said she was out of her mind, what the case may be. I don't know. I feel like it's weird. For me, I think it's more managing yourself as an adult, right? If you need to make good decisions. You can't be so drunk you're making poor decisions. But as a dude, you can't be reckless with your whammy. I think he's more stupid and reckless. She's more irresponsible and wrong because she knows she has more to risk. It's a kid or what the case may be, but you have the risk of you have to manage their situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think she's, in my mind, she's more wrong in the situation, but and she's a keeper. Like she could say no, I don't want to have. You know what I'm saying? Being like, oh, I had no control over it. I just had. It's like, you know, sex is kind of your thing. You kind of say yeah, say no. You know what I'm saying? So, but she was compromised, which is also kind of doggish on the guy's part. Like, do you hook up with a drunk chick in a bathroom that you don't know, raw? You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't gonna say we've all done it, but generally speaking, you know, a lot of people have done that.
you telling on yourself. so I ain't gonna say we, because you know some of us might not, but like some of us might have. You know what I mean? You know how we do. They most women are saying the dude's out of pocket because she was drunk.
So he wasn't drunk either?
He was drunk too.
Okay, so how is he the only one out of pocket?
I'm just saying, like they're saying that the dude that was kind of rapey. She was drunk. I mean, she didn't say that.
Wasn't both of them drunk?
Yeah, she was saying.
Friend recording?
I don't know if her room was recording too. I didn't really watch the video of the thing going down because I was basically. I didn't really watch the whole thing. I just seen some shorts, but it was no. They were saying she's out of pocket, but the dude needs to be more adult.
Both of them need to be more adult.
I think she has more to manage though. She got a condition. She got to manage that.
She got more to manage. Yeah, that's crazy.
It is. It's wild as hell. It's wild as hell. So I think we're up to like almost 500.
Give him all that money.
It's almost 500 now.
He need all the money.
The mom ain't gonna last. That's right, because you ain't gonna last out of you.
Yeah, let him get paid.
You ain't gonna last.
What was the other thing?
Let the man get paid, all right?
Man, he gonna be back there. Y'all gonna have over there.
The quietest show ever.
That receiver y'all dropped?
I'm gonna go talk to Sean. Give me 1 second, guys. Catch Sean for.
Jesus could be out. He can get the ball to Odell, man. Yeah, he can get the ball to Odell.
Oh, shoot me shit. Big dog. What up, Andrew? Let me ask Sean. Sean, you.
Hey, you can break this? Excuse me, sir. I just want 50 back.
Ferrari will. Hey, Sean, question. You hear the story about the girl that hooked up with the dude? All right, so the festival's going on. Girl gets drunk, hooks up with a guy in the bathroom stall, right? Goes viral. Someone recorded it while they was doing it, whatever they was doing. A friend was there. It was like party atmosphere, wild ass party. I don't know nothing about this festival. She ends up going viral in the video, but she had gone viral a week or two before for sharing her diagnosis. She has herpes. She shared that online. So they were killing her again, saying, yo, why would you hook up with the dude if you got herpes? You know what I'm saying? So she made a video about it. So my question was, who in that situation, I guess who's wrong in that situation?
The dude knew?
Dude didn't know her. She hooked up with a rando.
You gotta protect your neck, like Wu-Tang say, man. You gotta step up, ready to know what's up. You know what I mean?
So you're saying it's
Hey, Larry, how you doing, man? You have a seat.
yeah, I'm gonna stop it when I talk to homeboy. I don't think I'm gonna do that on camera because I can already feel like we're getting tight. I need to chill out.
I'm gonna let it ride too, and I'm not gonna stop.
I appreciate you because it's gonna be cool. He's in a good mood too, so it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool about it. I promise. Especially if it starts up. If it goes like right now, I'm talking to you. That shit don't go right. I'm like, 1 second, y'all. Skoo! Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Hey, Shantae. Shantae, asked you a question, right? Hold on, Shantae, because y'all been real quiet in the chat, so let me ask you a question again. So there's two things I was talking about. One of the first things was about managing your emotions. So I had this friend who has this kid, right? Her son got in trouble. She was mad at her son. She punished him when she was mad at him. And then her, like a day or two later, she was like, I can't stay. I feel bad about the punishment. She went to let the punishment rock. And I was like, well, I feel like you attach the punishment to your emotion. So I was curious to you guys about how you guys make decisions based off do you guys make decisions off your emotions? And if you do, how do you manage that? How do you know whether or not you're acting emotion or you're acting like logically? You know what I'm saying? Because especially with a kid, when you're managing your child or you're raising your child, when you punish them off your emotion, it's hard to keep the consequence going because once the emotion's gone, the consequence no longer is valid for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wanted to know whether or not you guys feel like, how do you manage your emotions on the back end before you make choices?
Don't know. So 15.
She was way wronger. Yeah, facts. The other thing was about this guy hooked up with this girl in a stall. The girl had gone viral for admitting that she had herpes on her live stream. A few weeks later, she's going viral for hooking up with a guy in a bathroom stall during a music festival. And she made another live stream where she was saying, I was too drunk to know what I was doing. It wasn't, I didn't mean to do it. It wasn't like I was doing it intentionally. I was drunk. It happened really fast. There's a lot to take care of. So my question was, who was wrong in that situation? Because I've heard women, specifically women, but I've heard people say that the guy was wrong because he shouldn't have hooked up with her while she was drunk and out of it. But I just thought about the fact that he could have been drunk too. But it was like he knew what he was trying to get into. He should have managed himself better. Excuse me. And other people saying that she shouldn't have drank so much that she couldn't make a good choice for herself. So I'm curious what you guys in the chat think of that situation. Also, so I've been building up my YouTube the last couple of weeks, and it's been going fantastic. So I want to kind of do part of the show on the live on YouTube. So I wanted to end this at 30 minutes and kind of make it a little shorter today, and then bounce over to YouTube to do a live over there, just to like build up the following on YouTube. So if you haven't already, go to youtube.com/BLUEFIVEONE. Follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I was trying to get to 400 last week. I've broken 400. I'm at 440 now. So I'm trying to get to 500 by this week. You know what I mean? So every subscription to the YouTube is important. Would love to have you guys subscribe to it to help build it up. The goal is 1,000 before the end of the year.
Put Dr. Rob on.
Dr. Rob wants to tell us some more people's business on the show, so we're gonna keep him from the show and the cameras for a while till he learns better. His investigative journalism is off the chain. He's just throwing everything.
Scoop newsworthy.
Scoop newsworthy. You scoop your ass with some privacy. It's putting everybody's business out there. Hey man, yesterday was yesterday, and then you know who was over there? I was like, hey, yell over him every 2 seconds. Hey, come on, Dr. Rob. Anyway, man, let me go switch to YouTube. He was legally unable to consent she was legally unable to consent if drunk. Hold on. Personally, I don't punish my child when I'm emotional. I purposely take time to calm down so I make sure I don't overreact on my son. I've overreacted before, and I apologize to him afterwards. I do the same thing where I feel like just a little too hype. I'll apologize for being a little too hype, but like I don't apologize for the consequence. I apologize for being upset, but also say why I was upset. I'll be like, it just really bothered me because I took it really personal, because I don't do that to you, so I'd appreciate if you can kind of reciprocate, but I apologize for raising my voice, I don't raise my voice with my kid, but like, I apologize for being like, as upset as I was, is what I'll tell her. And she'll be like, it's okay, Daddy. No, baby, it's not okay. She's like, it's okay, Daddy, you're a good dad, so it's all right, because you're like the best dad ever. I'm like, I'm your only dad. Yeah, she's good at it. She was legally unable to consent if she was drunk. I feel you on that. But he was drunk too. So wouldn't he also be a victim? Hello? Wouldn't he also be a victim if they both drunk? It's not a woman only law, that's for everybody, right? So wouldn't he also, can they sue each other?
Yeah.
Can they both be charged with taking advantage?
But who said he took advantage?
She said, well, if she was drunk, she was legally unable to consent. But I'm like, if he was drunk too, then they both was legally unable to consent. So they both need to go in the Bing.
Okay, well,
under the judge. Under the bench.
To the stall to take care of her bodily function?
She went there with her friend. Like, how girls go to the bathroom together? They was going into the stall together is what she said in her live. She said, she said she went into the stall with her friend to kind of like, for them, because it was a festival, it's a bunch of strangers. So she was like, instead of going to separate stalls, we'd just be together. Bro, you ain't never been a woman in a woman's bathroom and be telling her, you should have been outside. You don't know what they do in there. It's a jungle. It's a jungle. It's a bunch of scary women.
It's a jungle down there?
Jungle in there.
Did the dude walk in there with her, or he was just in there and had just met her at that moment?
Huh?
Yeah, when you
Did he just meet her at that moment when she walked in the bathroom?
I don't know how long they interacted with each other. I don't know if he just went in and hooked up. I don't know if he followed her. I don't know. All I know is she was in there enjoying it. Her friend was rooting her on, and the story it went viral because somebody was recording on top. She didn't say nothing about homeboy. This is the people. It's all speculation. I got almost zero information. I care so little about this girl hooking up with this dude in the stall.
So he walked in there and he just smashed it. There was no foreplay or nothing.
I don't know, man. I don't know what they was doing. I just know that they was in there. Both were wrong. Both are grown, and they should both know when to stop drinking. Both could have stopped. Personal accountability needs to be taken into account. You didn't say he was also drunk. I mean, I assume they were both drunk. The festival was crazy. I wish I knew the name of it for sure, but I know that festival, I looked at the hashtag on Twitter, it ain't nothing but fist fights, standing on police cars. I mean, they robbed these two ladies. It was 6 people. It was 3 skinny dudes that looked like Monty, and then 3 heavy-set girls, and they were stomping these 2 fat white chicks out and taking their purses away from them, running across the beach.
What city is this?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about this festival. I never heard of it before.
It's Googleable.
It's Googleable. It's Googleable. You got Googleable. It's Googleable. You got to get, what the hell is the name of the place? Orange Crush Festival or Orange Crush Festival? Monty, let's Google it. Google the Orange Crush Festival. Hashtag Orange Crush. Orange Crush Festival, Orange Crush, I think. You need to wrap that thing. You need to, I mean, when you throwing that thing, actually, he need to take that thing off. If you throwing that thing around in bathroom stalls, you probably wallet.
Oh, here we go.
You found it?
It's an annual Orange Crush. It's an annual beach party.
Yeah?
Networking event.
Ain't no damn networking. They networking. They ain't networking. They networking in that thing, boy.
This coastal city borders South Carolina and Florida. Uh-oh.
No, when I say wild, I looked at the highlights. They said they're making a documentary about the joint. That shit is the new Freaknik, man. They just out there going crazy.
Okay, I'll give you an update. It's going to be, again, the same place. Ooh, man, they're expecting 7,000 people at this festival this year.
You said ooh. Why you say ooh?
Ooh.
You know what happened this year? Ass whoopings. Herpes outbreak.
You know what they monkeypox.
You like monkeypox.
You know what they're not taking into account?
What?
She got herpes, so she irresponsible. She been irresponsible.
Yeah.
So how they gonna put that on the dude talking about he took it or whatever?
They-
That's her MO.
They said both. All these women that are speaking right now said both. They said both.
That's how she goes.
And Shantae said that the other girl's wronger. So they both wrong. They both wrong. Yeah, no. Shantae's in one of the comments. Kathy, did you see the short that I made of the comment you put a couple of months ago? I mean, he needs to wrap that thing. If he's going to put it random places, he needs to wrap it up. hey, that's a random, but you ain't have one.
Correction. They've been having about 7,000. This year it's going to be at Tybee Island in Georgia. They're expecting 50,000 people.
If they already had people unconscious, I seen a chick laid out on the beach unconscious. Somebody done whooped her out. So one chick was twerking. Look, she was twerking, right? So she had her head down and her butt in the air, and she was twerking, but she was drunk. So the alcohol rushed to her head. She passed out. So they woke her up. She woke up and started twerking again. She went to sleep twerking and woke up twerking. Like it is hardcore partying out there, fam. Hardcore. Could you do that again? Do you think you could go out and do a party like that? Nah. Like I saw it, right? As a kid. What was it? It was Virginia Beach we used to go to. Was it for the 4th of July? Yeah. Everybody to go out there? So like I went out to the 4th of July like when I was a teenager. I went out there Green and like a couple of my other boys, right? And we always went, we took like a group of our friends that were females and we went out there. We always went with a group of girls when we went out because we just a couple of guys we were, right? So, but I remember being out there and we were like prowling, right? Doing a little walk. And we're like younger high school guys and there's like grown ass. I feel like niggas from New York just drove to Virginia Beach, for the weekend to be out there. Cause they all looked like they was like Rockefeller rappers. But I remember the girls were walking by in their little like bathing suit shorts ensemble and a guy grabs a girl butt that's in front of me, right? She wasn't like these Instagram booties or whatever. This is a regular girl, you know what I'm saying? Walking with her 2 friends. He grabbed her butt. She's like, hey. And like, don't touch me. He's like, bitch, I'll punch you in your face. I remember. I was like, I didn't even frown. I was gawking. I was like, oh. Like, I've never heard that kind of talk before, right? Now, these dudes are brolic dudes, you know what I'm saying? They look like in the face for telling him not to touch her butt. And I wasn't like right behind him and I was like within shot of the situation that happened. So then I'm like, I'm not about to get jumped by 5 niggas for this girl, but I walk behind her like, hey, I'm sorry that happened to you. I saw that shit, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that'd be the situation. And I think we, and all jokes aside, I think we took him to there was an IHOP or a Denny's that was right behind the joint. And we went to that joint and we took him to eat over there. It's like, yo, just an apology, you know what I'm saying? Let's just get you something to eat, you know, nothing there. Just took him out to eat and that was it. But I remember being like, how crazy that is. That I used to go out there yearly to be in that environment. I don't want to be in that environment. I don't want to be associated with that. That's crazy. I'm connected. Oh, there we go.
What happened?
Hold on. It says, we'll sync. She said, Tabby will sync with 70,000 people on it. Hey, man, that's what's going to happen. Blue, is it a YouTube short or Facebook, TikTok, what? It's on all four. It's on YouTube. It's on my TikTok. It's on my YouTube. It's on my Instagram. Go to the YouTube, though, because you need to subscribe to my YouTube channels. YouTube.com/BLUE51. Let me put that in your chat right quick. Put that in your chat so you know where it's at. I'm trying to build my YouTube up, Kathy. You should be supportive.
You're going to get right down line. Put it in my chat. I know where it's at.
Oh, I got bars, bro.
Uh-oh. So you gonna break into songs with Phil next
I'm not doing those songs with you, Dr. Phil, because you sing other people's songs. You got how many times I gotta pay people because you out here singing other people's songs?
Why you gotta pay him?
Because you can't sing other people's songs on your live streams. You get arrested for that. When we go to internet jail, they'll ban my lives. You gonna ruin the show.
No, don't mention jail.
You gonna get the show canceled.
You know.
You wanna get the show canceled?
No, we don't want the show canceled. We love the Blue Show.
It's not. It's the Barbershop Friday show. I thought about that before. I've never seen him with that. And in the day, I saw him Tuesday. He ain't have it. I come today, and I came in here. I walked past him. He said, "So woo." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hey, yo, hey, man, what we doing, man?" He said, "Nah, I just felt, I just felt that. I just felt that. You know what I mean? No disrespect. No disrespect. You feel me buzzing? You feel me buzzing?" I was like, "Buzzing? You mean, what are you talking about? Buzzing?" I was like, "Damn, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Thought we was cool. Apparently we not." And don't want to talk no boxing, bro. You don't want to talk no boxing with me, Ant. My last part of the show going to be with our resident boxing specialist. What do you think about the Gervonta Davis fight?
So it's just as I predicted.
Just
So-
as we predicted. We predicted
Yeah,
that
just as
together.
we
We
predicted.
predicted that together. You're not going to take that by yourself.
Too much experience, and also a certain level of patience. You know, he's willing to give up. I knew Gervonta was going to give up a few rounds.
You think he gave up rounds?
No, that he'd be willing to.
Oh, willing to.
Right?
Okay,
because, and that's out of the Mayweather playbook. You know, he trained up with Mayweather earlier in his career. And Mayweather's known for that, you know, being very patient, giving up rounds if necessary, finding the openings, right? And then, of course, it just took to the second round where Ryan...
I think halfway into the first round, I remember distinctly. First round, he took a minute and a half. Ryan was moving him around, giving him that, like, aggressive control. Like, oh, man, we're going to see a fight. I was like, you can't keep that pace up. You could tell by the way, the tension in his body, that pace wasn't going to last. He went on, a minute and a half in, Tank started throwing, because he started muscling him. Tank started throwing that left hand to the body. And after a minute in, just pop shots. They said he had a 47%, he averages 47% of his power shots land. 47%, the highest in his weight class. So I saw him land like 2 or 3 body shots. Solid choice. Just popped him. No combos, no pumping the jab. Second round, once he started buffering his lead hand, taking his right hand and buffering his left hand, the fight was over.
And, you know, Ryan negated his reach advantage by moving forward. I mean, he should have been fighting on the outside, you know what I'm saying? But he kept coming towards Gervonta, and then Gervonta's a counterpuncher on top of that. So it was only a matter of time before one of those connected, and it connected in the second round, earlier than I even expected.
Yeah, I didn't expect. When he got knocked down in the second round, I was like, for real? This is what we got? Exactly. I was like, if it's over already, I'm going to be mad heated, because it's a $100 fight, you know what I mean? And I also hate the card. For the record, the promoters for that fight, I hate the card. No, the co-main event, the second dude, his guy took the fight with 10 days notice.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yamaguchi or whatever took the fight with 10 days notice. He's 10 years older than the dude, and fight at 10 years older. The guy's 25, and the guy he fought, Yamaguchi fought a guy that literally put a dude in a medical induced coma. The last guy he fought, he had so much swelling on his brain, they had to put him in a medically induced coma to have the brain swelling go down. And then he fights Yamaguchi with 10 days notice. I'm like, why would you put this 36-year-old ass in there with a killer? You know what I mean? Like, you know, when we spar, you kind of like, you gauge how much work you trying to take, how much damage. You know you're going to take some damage, but how much. That Yamaguchi is a whole. That's the reason why I hate Ali's grandson. He fought a dude who's literally a brain scientist. The guy's day job is a brain scientist. He in a fight with Muhammad Ali's grandson. Who are you fighting, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not. Yeah. He knew he didn't. We knew, everybody in that stadium knew he didn't belong in there. It was just a matter of time, but also, like, That was a co-main event. That was the part that pissed me off the most. That was a co-main event. That was whack. They wanted to put all that money to Ryan and Tank, and then Ryan shouldn't have been in that ring, and the whole time he shouldn't have been in the ring.
Yep.
That was to me, it wasn't even like a fight. They said, oh, boxing needed this. I felt like it was not enough back and forth. It was one-sided to me.
I agree, but it still was good for boxing because Ryan has something like 5 million Instagram followers, and so you had a lot of mainstream interest in this fight simply because they just follow Ryan, right? There's a lot of people that don't even care for boxing that follow Ryan. So that type of exposure, in my opinion, is always good for boxing. And then I sold 1.2 million pay-per-views, which is
1.25.
Yeah, 1.25, and the gate was completely sold out, 5th highest gate in history. So, you know, that says a lot, man.
And the knockout was beautiful. The fact it was a body shot wasn't as razzle dazzle as people like it, but that body shot was beautiful. Body shot was beautiful. Shout out to Gervonta Davis. He's a fan of the show. He actually loves the Barbershop podcast. He talks about it. Talks about it all the time. You know what I mean? That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? It's my man's. No disrespect. My man's. Huh? I don't know.
Who would you rather see?
Do you think Lomachenko can beat Haney?
I think, I mean, Haney's clearly the favorite, but, you know, this is Lomachenko. This ain't no, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's Lomachenko, what, 36, 35?
Yeah, age is a factor, but
I mean, he's definitely a prize fighter. Like, yeah, that's what he does.
Put
So.
it this way, if you were betting for an underdog, this would be a safe underdog bet, right? Like, it's not guaranteed to win, but you got a chance, you know? Where other fights, you know, you just kind of know that the younger, upcoming fighters want to win. I agree that that's what most people think here, including myself, but Lomachenko has a chance, for sure.
Oh, you know, this is my thing, right? The way that Devin Haney handled Kambosos last fight, he couldn't knock him out. And I think they both have the same problem. Lomachenko and Haney have the same problem. They have great combinations, great speed, but they don't necessarily know for knockouts. Lomachenko overwhelms people.
Correct.
I don't think he can overwhelm Haney. So I don't think a stoppage will go. I think it'll be a points game. But we watched Lomachenko when he was active with Teofimo. He was dominating better than me than Kambosos. Kambosos fought Teofimo head-to-head and, like, outworked him. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko dominated when he was activated, but he didn't get activated to the last 2 rounds of the fight. You know what I'm saying?
And keep in mind, we've not seen Haney fight anybody on this level, right? I mean, Kambosos or whatever, I mean, that dude, he wouldn't stand a chance against Lomachenko, you know what I mean? So this is going to be the true test. We're going to find out if Haney is the real deal and if Haney even has a chance of beating Shakur Stevenson. If he dominates in this fight, you know, you could argue that he could be competitive with Shakur. I don't think right now.
I think it's at least 2 years. At least 2 years. Give him at least 2 years. I think 2 to 3 years. Shakur Stevenson should not fight Devin Haney for another 2 to 3 years for boxing, but also for the development, right? I think they need to fight other people, build their card up, build the anticipation. Same way Spence and Crawford, right? Yeah. Like, give it some more time. Don't duck it. Just give it more time. Put some other things on your board to go forward to it. You know what I'm saying? Because Gervonta.
He won Davis. Yeah.
Shakur is one of the nicest boxers.
He is nice, but I don't think he take that power.
That's the thing. I think that everybody talks about power with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis outboxed Ryan Garcia. He boxed circles around him. Like he's not just a power puncher. He's an excellent boxer. His footwork and his speed. Did you see how fast he was popping that left hand out? That's another thing too. No one talked about how fast Gervonta Davis's left hand landed on the mark that whole fight. Like everybody goes power, power, power. Yes, he's an anomaly. The guy has Herculean strength in his hands, but he also can box really fucking well.
It's too risky. Even though Shakur could possibly win that fight, it's not worth the risk, right? Shakur could give himself another year or two, like he said, and then I would make him the favorite against Gervonta, which is crazy. Gervonta's proven a lot. Yeah, but Shakur is special, man. Like, to me, of all those fighters, Haney, Lomachenko, Davis, all in the same division, I feel like Shakur, if given another year or two of development and a big fight, something that'll really test him, I think he's the best of all of them, man.
My reason for that is I agree with him with the thing because it's not about power. Tank is exceptional power. He has that like S class of power, whereas Shakur has the S class of boxing technique and control. So like it really would be power with exceptional boxing against exception like the ridiculous. I mean like S class, top tier. Like he is the best boxer in that class, and he'd have to deal with the power on the back end. That's the top power in the class. You know what I'm saying?
Hagler, Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler. That'd be that type of fight.
No.
I don't even see. I really see
I don't see him
Shakur's
clashing that way.
not getting touched like that. So Shakur's defensively, I mean, this dude is probably not even going to put himself in a position to get hit with these power shots or these counters that Gervonta.
And they're both
does.
southpaw, so it's going to be a different kind of game.
You take it away from Devontae's.
And I hate to do that because he's smart as hell.
He's smart as hell.
It's just he's not as good of a boxer as Shakur. There's no.
Yeah, it's not a slight. It's not a slight. It's just Shakur's that good.
Yeah.
But is a rap song. You heard that too? But.
Does he have enough to keep Devontae off his ass?
Right? He's gonna have to make Shakur uncomfortable. The thing is, it's gonna be hard as hell to make Shakur uncomfortable. I mean, he's so accurate. He doesn't get hit often. He's fast, and he don't got that like a lot of power on his shots, but he got just enough that if he keeps catching you, you do hesitate. You'll think twice about just coming forward.
That's why I say Leonard Hagler, because Leonard just hit him with a little couple flurries background. But I actually think Hagler won that fight.
No,
Hagler won that fight.
no, he didn't win that fight.
Yes, he did.
I watched that round by round.
I watched it round by round too.
I did 6 times, Kevin.
Sugar, I did it 20
I saw the
times.
same all 6 times.
I watched it 17 times.
You know,
Right.
But the big fight is going to be in Puerto Rico.
So is what's
Bad
called?
Bunny.
Hey,
He's
Blue,
fighting. He's
is
fighting.
Tank pound for pound now?
I give it to him. Why not?
I will.
I give it to him. Why not?
Crawford and them, they slacking.
I give it to him because why not? I feel like you gotta do something to take it away from him.
And is Devontae pound for pound now?
Yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah, I give it to him. Like why not? Until he gets taken, until he gets knocked down. Why not?
Number one.
No way.
Not yet?
No, he's definitely the biggest draw in boxing right now. I mean, I feel like he takes the crown from Canelo. Canelo.
Hey, say peace out, Sean. Catch you next Friday, big dog. Say peace out, Phil. Say peace out, Monty.
Peace out, fam.
Say peace out, Dr. Rob.
Hey, y'all take care. Peace out, Dr. Rob. Phil gonna sing a song for you. What you won't do.
There it is. We get sued. Say peace out, Kev.
Peace out, kid.
Hey, thank you guys for watching the show. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you share and like on YouTube. Catch you guys next time.